In this video, I'm going to be covering all of the key points that you need to know for this new bill where, if passed, you'd be getting a $2,000 stimulus check at minimum for 6 months. So that's $12,000 in your pocket. Hi, I'm Erika Kullberg. I'm a lawyer, and on this channel, I talk all things personal finance. And I'm sure you already know, but millions of people have already received their $1,200 stimulus checks. But the question is, how long will that $1,200 really last people? So this new bill that's being proposed would be really important for the people that are struggling to get $2,000 into their pocket every single month for at least 6 months. So I've actually read the entire bill, that's what law school taught me, and I'm going to break it down for you in easy to understand terms so that you can actually have the information directly from the bill, directly from the source, instead of through secondhand information. I'll cover things like how much the payments are, for how long you'll receive them, who's eligible, when the payments will start, and a few more things. And again, this is all directly from the text of the actual bill, and the only difference is that I've gotten rid of the legal terms to make it easier to understand, and I've just organized it in a way that I feel like would make sense for you. It's called the Emergency Money for the People Act, and you would actually get your first payment within 14 days after the bill goes into effect. But of course, as of right now, we don't know when or if that'll happen. How much is it? It's $2,000 each month, or $4,000 if you filed a joint return for 2019. If you have children, then you'll receive an extra $500 per month per child up until 3 children. So 1 child, $500, 2, $1,000, 3 or more is $1,500. You'll receive these monthly payments for a minimum, a guaranteed minimum of 6 months, but it could be up to 12 months. The bill actually says that at the end of those guaranteed 6 months, you'll actually continue to receive those monthly payments unless the employment to population ratio for those over the age of 16 is over 60%. Now, how will you actually receive the payments? You'll have 4 different options for how you want to receive the payments. Through direct deposit, check, prepaid debit card, or my favorite, an app that lets you transfer money like PayPal or Zelle or Venmo. Now let's talk about who's actually eligible for these monthly payments. The first criteria is that you have to be a US citizen or a US resident. The second is that you have to be over the age of 16 as of January 1st of this year. The third is that your adjusted gross income can't be above a certain threshold level, which I'll talk about next. Now let's go over those threshold amounts. Your adjusted gross income can't exceed $130,000 for individuals who filed a separate return for the 2019 tax year. Can't exceed $260,000 for married who filed a joint return for the 2019 tax year. And if you're above that, you may still qualify, but your payment will be reduced by 5% for each $1,000 that you are over the threshold. And how will they actually calculate how much you've made? If you filed a 2019 tax return, then they'll use your 2019 tax returns to determine your eligibility. If you didn't file 2019, then they'll use your 2018. And the best part is, if you made over that threshold in 2019 or 2018, but aren't making it in 2020, then you can actually show them 2 months of your payment stubs in 2020, and then they can determine your eligibility based off of those. Just a couple of more things about eligibility. You actually can be eligible even if you aren't a citizen or resident of the US. You just have to have been physically present in the US continuously since January 27th of 2020. That's when the public health emergency was declared, and you have to continue to be present in the US throughout the period of the payments. Also, separately, if there's no tax information on you, then they'll work with the Secretary of Veterans Affairs and the Commissioner of Social Security to help determine your eligibility. This is a big win because, as Tim Ryan, who is actually one of the representatives who introduced this bill, said, it fixes a bug in the CARES Act to ensure college students and adults with disabilities can still receive the payments even if claimed as a dependent. A few more things to know. These payments won't be taxable, and the bill actually states that there has to be a 24-hour hotline telephone number for people to call to apply or ask any questions that they might have. I guess the big takeaway from this is, if you do qualify and if this bill is passed, then that's going to mean $12,000 for you at minimum, guaranteed for that 6-month period, or more if you have children, or more if that 6 months continues into 12 months because the unemployment levels are still high. I hope this was helpful. I'm just a lawyer on YouTube trying my best to make videos that will help you with your finances. And if it was helpful, maybe you could hit the thumbs up or subscribe. That would really be appreciated. And let me know in the comments what you think about this $2,000 bill and if you've received your $1,200 stimulus check yet. And if you haven't already, here are 2 videos of mine that I think you might enjoy.